thunderstorms. This is our Friday afternoon coffee talk. I haven't been doing them in the afternoons, just had a lot of life going on, but I'm back. I promise. The morning is definitely the, for me at least, the morning is the, gonna have to do it. Can't say no, can't stop it. But the afternoons, sometimes I can get to it, sometimes I can't, but I try. That's got to count for something, right? Anyway, here's where we're at. Next couple of hours, couple of thunderstorms moving around Central Florida. Not an overall high coverage of storms, about a 40% coverage. And then little bit by little bit, things will be kind of tapering off, going to a partly cloudy sky this evening. And then for tomorrow morning, looking to be very, very nice. Overnight low temperatures in the 70s. But the next couple of days, let me tell you something. The next couple of days are going to be hot. Yeah, when we look at the temperature trend over the next couple of days, essentially what we end up with today, highs in the mid-90s. Tomorrow, highs in the mid-90s. Highs in the mid-90s again on Sunday. And really into next week as well. This is, we're officially exiting the quote-unquote hottest time of the year. The average high temperature has dropped from 92.2 to 92.1. Big whoop, right? I know, I get it. Totally get it. But at any rate, it just kind of is what it is. So let's do this. Let's take a look at Futurecast, get an idea of where we are headed. All right. And first off, 8 o'clock tonight, just kind of see a little bit of rain, perhaps lingering out west, otherwise kind of clearing out. Overnight tonight, a sprinkle or two. Tomorrow morning, waking up, and I'll be with you on West 2 New Sunrise. You'll notice a beautiful start to the day. By about 9, 10, 11 o'clock, may have a sprinkle or two. There's 11 o'clock, some waves of heavier rain perhaps out in our western communities. Lunchtime, starting to see some of that sparking more activity up. 1:30, 2 o'clock, thunderstorms around, and then all of this kind of working off toward the east by about 4 p.m., clearing out little bit by little bit thereafter. So it's not going to be a particularly stormy day, but it's going to be, it's going to be a summer's day, right? In terms of high temperatures around Central Florida, here's what we've got for you tomorrow. It's another hot one, right? 94 or so in the metro area, 94 degrees in Kissimmee, 95 in Sanford, and even the beaches. Look at that. Melbourne, 92, 93 in Palm Bay. Ugh. Look at Sunday. Sunday's looking gross. Seriously, this is... Ugh. 94 in Palm Bay on Sunday, 95 in Orlando, 94 in Sanford, 93 degrees in St. Cloud. So for any plans that you have, essentially the idea is heat and lots of it. Thunderstorms around. Rain chances will be going down. Oh, that's the wrong. Hold on a second. Sorry, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. Rain chances going down and going up. We're not looking at particularly stormy days, but what we are looking at is a lowered coverage of storms, right? And so plan on 40, 50%. Normal is about 50%, all right? When we look at the rain coverage map for tomorrow, the idea is going to be kind of our northern areas and then right at the area beaches. When we look at Sunday rain coverage, kind of the same idea, but tapered down a little bit, right? So you get the overall idea. There's some stuff to track, but just not a ton. All right? All right, out to the tropics we go. I was talking about this quite a bit this morning on Coffee Talk. We've got a couple of decent waves rolling off the coast of Africa. I'll tell you, the models have continued to kind of try to show some information there. There's not a major concern of anything, but it is a good reminder, if nothing else. It's a good reminder to me that we are basically now to the peak of hurricane season. And I don't mean like the day peak. I just mean we're working into that peak cycle. So there's definitely going to be stuff to track. And that's okay. That's okay. We do this all the time. There's about 90% or so of hurricane season left to track. and we're going to be tracking it. I'll show you the computer models. Give me 2 seconds to get this kind of turned back around. Basin pressure. Okay, all right. So I'll show you some of the computer models just to give you an idea. And so here, for example, is the GFS model. Not really showing much around Florida, but like getting into next week, kind of see, there's Monday all the way August 14th. So you're looking beyond next week into the following week, like some stuff around the Caribbean. So, the global operational deterministic models not showing a ton. But when we start getting into the ensemble members are showing stuff. Let me dial that back up here. Let's just do ensemble. Let's bring you here and let's switch over there. So what we end up with is, we've got some ensemble members showing lows around. This is the GFS, and you could see kind of the middle of the month, some areas of low pressure to watch. If we switch over to the European ensembles, showing some things to watch. If we switch over to, and we showed this morning on Coffee Talk, the Canadian ensemble members showing things to track. Now, what's an ensemble model, right? Like that makes sense. So an ensemble model is essentially taking the GFS that we know and love, running it 30 ways, 50 ways, 100 ways, and each one runs a little differently. So when we were looking at all those little lows moving around, it's not that the computer was trying to say there's going to be 20 lows around Florida. It's essentially just the computer saying this is where the different versions of the GFS or the different versions of the European show that there could be. So it gives us kind of a look, peel back the curtain a little bit and look inside. So the models are hinting at something. For right now, the Hurricane Center is not overly concerned, and I think that that's totally fine. But it just gives us an idea that the tropics are going to start to factor back in. And the broader concern heading into late August and into September is that the weather pattern, at least what looks to be the weather pattern, is definitely favoring southeastern United States impacts. Don't love to see it. Now, there are also dates in that window that we have highlighted on our WESH 2 hurricane season forecast for potential tropical trouble. So just head over wesh.com/hurricane forecast. You can dial in, see what's doing there. And we'll be looking at those dates in those areas. This mid-August pattern around Florida, not that optimal. I would say if it fits into the overall weather pattern, it would more lean toward the Carolinas. We'll see. Tons of time, no big threats, no big concerns, but it's something to watch, and we will. All right, sound good? All right, listen, that's what we've got. Just plan for, big heat this weekend, thunderstorms around this weekend, but not a ton of stormy weather. Don't go changing plans. Doesn't look too bad, right? All right, listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for the afternoon coffee talk. It is my high school's premiere show. May try to get out there this afternoon for the marching band. Am I trying to indoctrinate my kids? Don't judge me. All right, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye.